And please work. Working and okay. Here it is. Okay, there we go. Fimo, Mimo, what the hell? Can actually hear me? Okay. Oh! Okay, what in the hell? Oh, okay, it's recognizing now. Okay. Alright, just wanted to make sure that was working. Good. Hey, just real quick thing here, because I have heard a couple times that on the Facebook live streams that here the new camera does not pick up audio very well. I gotta know, are you guys hearing me? Are you picking me up real good? I need to know if you guys can hear me. Just let me know in the chat. All right, I need to know real quick if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I need to know if you can hear me or not, because I can see the highs. I just need to know, can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, so hello, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm AirsoftAL, and welcome to a Q&A stream. I know these have been not really gone for a while. I know I haven't done a live stream in a while. A lot's been going on. Obviously, the recent everything's been going on right now in my life and the world. There's been a lot of crazy shit going on. One of the biggest is, of course, stuff going on right now, especially this. What you're seeing right now is the family shop that has been remodeled. Basically, the shop's been closed for 2 weeks. I've been helping out with the shop remodeling, and this is kind of what we got. I was over there, now I'm over here in this corner. Literally, we got new windows put in. It was interesting. It really was an interesting time. Outside of being busy, of course, with helping to model the shop, I've also been busy with the guys from Pennsylvania, working with them on some short ideas, on video ideas. Not one, but 3 packages. And I don't mean just packages as in those little lovely things that you actually get. No, I'm talking $300 packages, equipment and stuff that are coming down. They're coming down now. My buddy up there said that they should be Thursday. So one of the items I do know that's going to be in the package is a 4. The Pink M4 is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month that we'll be doing in December. I will be doing a lot of videos around breast cancer awareness, and honestly, I have had a friend whose mom did die from breast cancer, but that's another video for another day. Besides that, this month, of course, for those of you who have not been paying attention, this month is Bad Gun Month, meaning I review, which means I'm doing nothing but horrible guns. Just straight up monstrosities. Just downright and should not have been made. An army. Okay. Someone's been playing way too much Papers, Please. You know, I actually need to play that game. Like, I need to see if I can try and find that game, because from what I've been told, and from what I've seen of Jacksepticeye, it's actually a really good game. Aside from that, another thing I am going to ask that you guys do please go down to the link down below to our Patreon to please donate, because more. We're trying to get the Patreon out there known so that way people can donate to us. We're trying to get a little bit of collateral back because going to go towards the channel and obviously getting better equipment. Because believe me, as much as I do love this little crap top that I've had since 2015, it's not exactly the best when it comes to things. It can barely run. I know a lot of people are probably going to laugh your asses off. This thing can barely run a game at 720p. It can barely run a simple game at 720p. Not only that, but I actually am trying to find open source. I actually now have an open source video editor called VSDC. Like 32-bit version, which that's all my computer can handle is 32-bit software. No, but either way. Another big announcement I actually do have is I will be doing something that a lot of people have been asking me about since I have hinted towards that. They actually do follow. They ask if I role play. Role play is kind of like D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons type deal, and then of course you have the obvious text role play, what have you. Yes, I do role play, but then again, that's airsoft, so it's me LARPing, bitches. But I LARP with guns. Shit, but either way, but I respect all forms of role play. I really do. Some videos with some friends of mine. We are actually going to be getting together. We're actually going to do a type of D&D style roleplay with a thing that me and my friends have been working on since 2012, a story that we've been kind of using since high school. Bring that onto the channel and see if it engage the interest level of it. Another big announcement I actually do have is, well, I'm not the only one on the channel now. I am bringing on more creators and content creators onto the channel to help kind of expand the channel, because Apex is a cool guy. He actually makes Frankenstein guns. He actually made a homemade underbarrel grenade launcher for some of his rifles, which I thought was actually kind of cool. He actually made a homemade suppressor from Goodwill items, which actually turned out to be an amplifier. I am asking to see if he can actually make a video on that sucker. And then, of course, I have a buddy of mine who actually has a pulse rifle, working. And he, thankfully enough, he's a good guy. He's a cool guy. He's a musician as well. To see if I can't get him to make some music for the channel and maybe make a soundtrack. I don't know. He actually made a functioning pulse rifle, and I'm going to see if he can't make a video about that project, how he completely made it, because honestly that is something that intrigues me. That's actually a hell of a lot better than this whole fucking dual selector gear thing, DSG, HPA, blah. You know my views on that. I'm not one for the whole standard, oh, I made my gun shoot faster. Bitch, if you can make a double barrel AR that can feed and be fast as hell, you can make a double barrel pump action shotgun, I'm impressed. If you can make a triple barrel grenade launcher, impressed. I am very hard to impress, ladies and gentlemen. And it is very hard to impress me with your softing guns. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the motherfucker who made a triple minigun. Take your little fast-shooting AR and get the fuck out of my face. I'm going with the motherfucker who made the BFG. Which, that's also another gun. I'd be impressed if you actually made the BFG for airsoft. That would just be as hell to actually attempt. But either way. Besides obviously trying to continuously plug in the Patreon, which is in the link down below, by the way, we are trying to get a lot going on. We are actually stuff out there. We are actually in the talk. I'm in talks with, yes, you heard correctly, Glock Fox, to actually get some patches made to actually sell to help support the channel in case the Patreon doesn't exactly go through very well. The first patches will actually be, you heard correctly, Glock Fox. Says Glock Fox is actually the founder of Foxfire Films and the Nine-Tail Legion up in Pennsylvania, who I'm working with. And Foxfire Films, thankfully enough, they're actually agreeing to do an It short video, the Glock Fox. And it is going to be absolutely hilarious from what we've already talked about and from what we've already discussed, which is going to be damn bugs, which is actually going to be very fun also. Then, of course, I have a collaboration coming up with Dice Airsoft on his view. If you don't know, please do go check out his dice roll video on Dice Airsoft. He's a very cool guy, awesome Canadian. We're probably going to make a video one of these days. We're probably going to make one huge collaboration that will make all the other collaborations. Over Facebook, with the new editing software, will we get what you have with Power Director? I am still that because unlike Power Director, where it literally had a layout where it was literally, here's your stuff here, here's your preview screen here where you're editing the video, and here's your tracks where you have 4 tracks where you can actually, and then you can actually separate the video and audio and actually work with that. This one is literally video track, audio track, video track, audio track, video track, audio track, video track, audio track, literally constant, just what have yous, and it is complicated as hell. And I wish it had a simple mode where it was literally click a button, simplified. Just simplified as almighty. I would love a simple editing software like Windows Movie Maker, except actually give me more tracks. One long, complicated track. But no. It decides to basically throw me and give me a chance. And what the hell most of this stuff means. Because I understand video and audio. That I understand. Everything else, on the other hand, I have no goddamn idea about. It's like, oh yeah, you can do an overlay, you can do colorblind, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can even throw in the goddamn kitchen sink in there. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Damn it, audio software. I need to know what you mean. Or, to a degree, I need to understand. But then again, that's what YouTube's for. Speaking of YouTube. That actually. Recently, more of my videos have been demonetized. And honestly care less. I could honestly care less by this point since we got the Patreon and since I'm actually working with people to actually make some money. Or at least get some capital my way. But also some more recent stuff has actually happened. As you well know, I don't like talking politics in my videos. The only real thing the only real thing I can joke with is Antifa, and even then, I try to joke with it because that's how I deal with serious stuff. Has been kind of more of a side, more or less a thing. And recently on Facebook, I actually posted on Facebook how I would conduct a war. And let me tell you, that actually got some butthurt liberals on there because they were trying to claim it was political. No. When I say flat out, this is how I would conduct a war is not political. A war is literally, I'm sending motherfuckers off to die. And what's weird is that people actually kind of claim that I'm psychotic. Claim that I am a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm an American. He was true American. And what's actually funny is that when someone claims I'm part of the Republican Party, I'm like, which one? Party, to my knowledge, that I'm actually for is the Irish Republican Party for a free Ireland, because my family participated in the Irish Civil War. Heritage is very strong and a little bit stronger than my Scottish heritage. Hey, I'm pro-Republican for the Irish. Independent of Democrats and the Republicans, they're both idiots. No joke. The Democratic and Republican parties are idiots. They're both puppets. They're not even real political parties. They're just there for our fucking laughter. It's not the camera itself. The camera actually does work well. It's when it streams. Computer. Because I'm literally running off of a 2015 HP 15 crap top with a replacement hard drive with all stock internals. Honesty, I don't got the money. I don't got the money to actually laptop, to actually buy a desktop, because all my editing, everything, I know I'm an idiot. Why the hell do you think? Like, I know I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. Like, no joke. I went to college for mechanics. Practical mechanics. Like, actual stuff that I can turn a wrench on. I got the skill to actually look at a motherboard and figure out where the terabyte thingy goes, or what the hell a terabyte is, or what the fuck this weird little freaking actually goes on the damn green thing. I wish I could, but do you got the money? Like, no joke. My actual real life budget is, and that's my airsoft budget, mind you, is actually is $91.17. Life, all in cash and change, budget for airsoft is $91. Even then, I have no idea where to start. If I was to actually try and supposedly build a PC in streaming, like just for straight up editing, if I was to actually get a PC, I was actually told I would have to drop $2,500. Bones. Recommended bare bones editing software. Rig is $2,500. What the fuck? Like what the actual hell, people? Okay, you know what? I get it. I get it. It has progressed to the point where one simple hard drive can handle that of hard drives nowadays. And I'm just throwing it out there because I wouldn't be surprised with technology we have these days. Let me adjust the camera a bit, actually, because I need to lower it a tiny bit. And that sucker's actually getting hot. Holy hell, that's actually getting hot. And that's the kicker. I'm not trying to knock PC players. I actually played PC a long time ago. I actually played the original 3D on a old rig that my dad actually built. It was a long time ago. That was like when I was 6 or 7, I think. No, I was actually 5 years old when I played Wolfenstein 3D. So, I actually feel old. I really do. I actually feel old. Actually, I feel really old because I actually have floppy disks still. Like, I'm not even joking. I still have floppy disk. And I'm not talking like that, but no, I actually have enough disk to make this, to make that tall. But I got a lot of old stuff in my house. I'll admit that right now. But as much as I do love PC players, I mean it entirely, am kind of saddened to talk to you guys about, because I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people in saying this, is not going back to the original Call of Duty. What I mean by that is that Call of Duty World War II, when I looked at the beta footage, when I actually saw all that, Call of Duty. No, if they really wanted to go back to the supposed roots of where the series actually kicked off, you'd remove Sprint. You'd remove, and I'm not even joking, you would remove, in the most literal sense, you'd remove everything that came with Modern Warfare. You'd remove all the kill streaks, you'd remove all the stuff that basically Call of Duty to go down this route. I agree, yes. I definitely agree, yes, Call of Duty has kind of went downhill after Modern Warfare 4. Or not Modern Warfare 4. I would have to say if Call of Duty actually went downhill, to be after 2. The biggest thing for me as a gamer itself, I mean, I play Airsoft, so I literally go play Battlefield and basically all these FPSs in real life. Then again, that's kind of my name, AirsoftAL. How I got that name from a joke from a long time ago, like back in 2012. I got not 2012, my God, 2014. I got it as a joke from college when I went out in Nashville to go play. But I'm done with this ramble and rant. I'm not only talking to you guys, I'm also talking on Facebook. I'm also streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and VidMe. Thankfully enough, finally got a VidMe. Trying to remember where I was. Anyway, well, that is funny actually, and kind of sad that because that actually does actually remember 9/11. But either way, uh, uh, oh hey Kitten, nice to see you on the stream. Or to those viewing on YouTube, one of my friends on the Facebook stream. She's actually really cool. She's actually a really cool cat. Not literally because her nickname is Kitty. Yes, I know, Kitty. I'm an idiot. I know that. Either way, what are my thoughts on the new Chris Vector so far? The new Chris Vector by Crytek, in my opinion, is kind of overhyped. My opinion, how it went. I am happy that Crytek actually completely redesigned the actual gas blowback to the actual AEG. And I'm not going to lie, I do love when a company actually fully redesigns a gearbox. I am happy that they designed their own magazines out of it. And from what I've read so far, they are going to be coming out with high caps very soon. Now, I am happy that they are going to be coming out with some high caps. I am worried that it's not going to be as well. I am a little upset, though. The Chris Vector AEG is a fucking $300 to $400 AEG. Now, granted, that does come with a name, but at the same time, exactly the best option, in my opinion, when it comes down to it. Crytek as well has very well so been known for guns. They've been very well known for, but when Crytek does kind of overprice something, in my opinion, $80 to $250 maybe would be a good price point. But Jesus Christ, Crytek, fucking almost $400 for this thing? A&K's Chris Vector was actually much more affordable than yours. Granted, the Chris Vector by A&K was after they saw that and sent a cease and desist order to him. K's Chris Vector was actually a little bit more affordable. Granted, I believe it may have been cheaply made. It may have had some great quality internals, maybe not so great quality externals. From what I've been told from those who actually did get an A&K Chris Vector, those with a pinch of salt. Facebook stream. What are my thoughts on a new LMG? A new LMG would definitely be a breath of fresh air to the airsoft industry. I mean, with LCT now coming out with a lot of new guns, I was actually blown away by the LCT G3 that they recently released, which was all steel, actual really good polymer stuff. In my opinion, if I actually could, I'd get the wood furnished G3 by LCT if it's affordable. I'm not going to be able to drop that kind of penny on a G3 when I can just go to a JG G3, which is $120, wood furniture, which would be cheaper, maybe. I'd say roughly $20, maybe $25 if I can find it for that price tag. I mean, the last G3 wood kit that I actually found was roughly $40, I believe, was the last one I saw. Granted, that was in euros, so 30, 40 euros in American dollar, I'd have to actually look that up, and I'm not going to look that up because honestly it would cause the stream to immediately crap out, which would definitely be this, but either way. But LCT has actually started coming out with an RPK. They've already started coming out with more style of G3 rifles, which I am happy to see. See more fresh innovation when it comes to it, and love to see. And this is something I saw a long time ago, and I would recommend you look this up if you actually have the ability to open a new tab. Pup G3, because I saw a photo a long time ago of an HKG3 that was turned to a bullpup, and Jesus Christ, I was just amazed by it. The fact that someone actually designed this, a 3D model, I believe, but the way it was designed, the way it was pictured, it looked like an actual prototype that someone actually built. I would love a bullpup G3, or even a lot of bullpup guns. More bullpups in airsoft would actually be a very nice breath of fresh air, in my opinion. Actually love to see is if you took existing guns and actually did make them bullpups. I'm trying to remember what company it was, but I know there's a gas blowback company that's actually making bullpup AKs, bullpup scars, which is but mostly it's just a Scar H and a Scar L right now is what they're doing. I would love to actually see that company take those bullpup kits and actually do it for AEGs. That would definitely be an interesting design, or even make a Springer bullpup rifle, a bolt-action sniper rifle, or even a bullpup Dragunov. Way to get to work on a bullpup Dragunov. Let's see what you can do, because that would be interesting to see. But in my opinion, I believe that the industry, and this is just my opinion, mind you, I believe that in the industry, we should actually see more, in my opinion. I agree, yes, more variety would definitely be nice for airsoft. Definitely be nice when it comes to the gun market, because there are a ton of guns. Talking about, oh yeah, another AR, another AK. No, I'm talking actual variety to the industry. I would actually love to see some of the companies actually go on some of the Google images for concept guns and actually take one of those guns and actually feasibly try and do it. I mean, R5 was a great breath of fresh air when it came to the science fiction market, because all we had in the science fiction market was the Star Dragon. We had the APS. No, not the APS. That I'm trying to think. I think it was the APR, or it was a bullpup gun that Evike sells. I know that it was. If it wasn't APS, it was an APS. You guys say? Okay, yeah, it probably was an APS. And at the same time, there were a lot of cool-looking sci-fi guns that is actually on the industry, or in the industry itself. There's not a lot out there, and I wish there was some more guns out there. Would pique the interest of players to actually kind of venture out from their safe little of sorts. Let me actually look on the Facebook. Not a lot of in there. Okay, let's go over to VidMe. Oh, there's a good question. on a new style of sniper rifle. Make it a non-bolt action. Don't get me wrong, Novrich has made some pretty awesome guns. I'm just seeing all these sniper videos. Unless it's Novrich, then Novrich, I'm fine with. I'm fine with Novrich. He's a cool guy. He's an awesome dude. He's a veteran. I respect him for that. Awesome player. He really is. Guys, all these sniper videos. People, please, just... That's all I'm asking. Something different. What are your thoughts on the... oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Recently actually doing a World War II milsim. Curious on that. I'm trying to remember what company actually got with them. West is actually doing a World War II, and it's going to be awesome, in my opinion, to actually see how it goes down. Now, as to whether or not Jet Desert Fox will actually join this one, because I know Leia, as well as a few others, including Spartan 117GW, and knowing him being a huge World War II aficionado, see him actually joining. I could actually see him joining up event and them just having fun. Because I know Spartan 117GW, or Greg Wong as he's known, is a 101st Airborne loadout, an actual full recreation of a 101st Airborne loadout. I'd love to see where that goes. I really would. Anyway, the ones that I actually thought on this one, that actually kind of popped up to mind when I thought about Milsim West doing a World War II style event was do it too. What scenario are they going to use? What war are they covering? Which, in my opinion, is going to be an interesting sight to see. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when it actually comes around and we start seeing videos of it. Because to my knowledge, not a lot of Milsim are actually doing World War II events. Now, I would love to see a World War I event or maybe a Korean War event. I know Vietnam is kind of a decent one. But even then, that's kind of hard to do. But either way, guys, answer as many questions as I possibly can. I am sorry that my camera is kind of crapping up. It's because it's really getting hot. So let me actually check and feel, oh wow, that's actually hot. I'm gonna have to stop the broadcast. It's starting to get really hot, and if I let it go any further, I'm afraid it might mess up. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm an AirsoftAL. Please do donate to our Patreon down below, and stay tuned for more Bad Gun Month content, as well as some update videos, maybe some more content from my buddies over at Apex Films, as well as a few others for joining on us. Also, please do remember to check out my Twitch. Please remember to check out my Facebook. And as always,